There is a new boss at the head of the FBI field office in Chicago. Robert W. Wes Wheeler Jr. took the job just 3 weeks ago. He now leads the team investigating and also helping prosecutors in cases ranging from public corruption to racketeering to terrorism.
Today, Wheeler sat down with CBS 2's Chris Tye to talk about the growing threats that have him most concerned and how the FBI can help tamp down violence in Chicago.
There's a lot of things to worry about. There's a lot of threats. And we're going to address them all aggressively.
As you walk into this office, how do you view what lies ahead as far as corruption of public officials in this area?
I don't believe that Chicago is substantially different than other major cities in the U.S. or globally for corruption matters. What I think has been true over the years is that the capability of the Chicago FBI has been excellent in making those cases. I think if you're a corrupt public official in Chicago, this is the worst place to be doing that.
What sort of tools can the FBI bring from your toolbox to help address the scourge of gun violence in Chicago today?
One thing the Bureau can bring to that fight would be some sophisticated techniques like court-ordered Title III intercepts, wiretaps. Those have traditionally been very successful in dismantling criminal organizations, including gangs.
Wheeler, who spent a large chunk of his career on counterterrorism, including a stint in Kabul, Afghanistan, says even in Chicago, lone wolf actors a major concern.
Over the years, we've had a lot of success about knowing about a complex plot that involves a lot of actors from overseas. What is more difficult to get after is when it's not a lot of people, a lot of moving parts, when it's just one person, but it's inherently harder.
Is it inherently more frequent now than we've seen in the last 20 years or so?
When you have success in one area, the threat evolves into another area. I think that's true for terrorism and violent crime.
And as we sit here today, is that one of the top priorities in your mind when you go to bed at night and you say, what do I really need to focus on here in Chicago? This would be near or at the top?
Absolutely. Another thing that makes this job a little harder
than it used to be?
I think it keeps getting harder. I think so. I think so. Sometimes we say that if it was easy, it wouldn't be us. And I think that's true.
That was CBS 2's Chris Tye reporting. As far as Chicago's gun problem, Wheeler says relationships with CPD are critical, as well as finding ways that don't simply rely on arresting our way out of the problem.